Hello.
Good morning, Suresh. Very morning.
Hi. I'm just waiting for Kavya to
Sure,
come
sure.
and start.
Yeah, that's
Hi,
it.
Suresh.
Sir, we will just start in 5 minutes, sir, because we have several participants still joining, like including senior management and some people. So we can wait for a few more minutes, sir. It'll be nice.
Done. Hi, Kavya.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thiru, sir.
Oh, Thiru, sir.
Wow.
Camera off.
Thiru, sir, your mic is off.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Kavya. Hi, Elil sir. How are you?
Vaanga, sir. Fine. On.
We are actually expecting 200 participants, sir. And like you, everyone is VVIPs. So we can wait for a few more minutes.
Absolutely fine.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's work on.
I think timing is spot on today. Just 1 hour back, the plus two cells have come up. I think most of us will be, our thought process will be totally different.
Maybe coincidental. Actually, the result it has come out today.
Actually, originally it was 8th only. Then they rescheduled to 9th and again they bounced back.
இதுக்காக No, it's a very timely and need of the hour session is what I feel.
Okay.
Susan, let me know if we can start. I know that we have more people to join.
Yes, we'll start, Kavya. Let's go ahead.
Okay, great. First, good morning, everyone. And I must mention what a crowd. 200 plus participants we are expecting, and not just participants. We have got all the important persons, deans, academic directors, HODs, and top professors from across Tamil Nadu.
Mute other people.
Request every Okay. So, like I said, we have got all the important persons from across Tamil Nadu. And to be frank, this feels more like an education summit than a webinar. And the reason being it very special and exclusive is our team. Because we have carefully curated this group, not just to fill seats, and because everyone here is important, because you are the people shaping what happens inside campuses every day. And your decisions directly influence how 18 to 22-year-old walk into the real world. And that's exactly why today's conversation matters. So, yes, thanks for joining. Vanakkam, I'm Kavya from DreamDA. And DreamDA works closely with colleges across Tamil Nadu, especially in Tier 2, Tier 3 regions, with one clear mission: to help transform the way education is delivered. So, we usually begin by strengthening students' foundation in English, but that's just the starting point. DreamDA's larger goal is 360-degree transformation, helping students become confident, future-ready individuals who can thrive in today's changing world. Yes, changing world. And that world is changing fast, right? Especially with AI entering every industry, every classroom, every job role. And today's webinar is a step in that direction to help you, to help the colleges understand what is coming and how we can stay ahead. Which is why we have invited someone special, who's not just working at the forefront of AI, but who also deeply cares about Tamil Nadu's growth. The person behind the vision of making our state a $1 trillion economy. So next slide, yeah. Suresh Sambandam, sir. So he is the founder and CEO of Kisflow, Tamil Nadu State Investment Brand Ambassador, and a national voice in technology policy. But beyond all that, he's someone who believes transformation starts inside the classroom. With that, I'm happy to hand over the session to Suresh, sir.
Thanks, Kavya, and thanks everyone. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் வந்து when I started, I seeded this idea. I seeded this idea of doing this webinar when I started recognizing the importance of AI and how it's going to disrupt Tamil Nadu specifically. So my team put together. This whole thing happened in 1.5 weeks. Actually, it's a 10 days effort, and it's amazing to see literally the kind of people who are joining from all over the districts in Tamil Nadu. So already I see 130 people. I think that's a very good number for a webinar. We just invited 200 people, so that's kind of a record in many ways. And I see a lot of known faces, including Ariel and Thiru, who have been a supporter from Einstein College and Shanmugha College in for Dreamed Up program that we have been doing. Thank you, and there are other folks that I'm known to well. I'm not seeing all of the names in the screen. Thank you for it, but I hope to keep it short and sweet. First, the reason why I thought I will do this is, if you really look at Tamil Nadu, see, this program is not targeted towards just making students get jobs. That's not the goal of the program. This program is targeted towards saving a lot of the educational institutions in Tamil Nadu. The reason is, Tamil Nadu is like a hub of educational institutions, not for India, but also for the South Asia as an entire region. இன்னைக்கு வந்து நீங்க ஒரு காலத்துல ஒரு ஐடி இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில there is a saying, right? If somebody has to hire 500 engineers as a fresher, okay, there is no other place to go in the world except to land in Coimbatore or somewhere in Tamil Nadu, that region, okay, where that's the only place you can hire and staff a fresher batch of 500. So that's truly, it's not an exaggerated position. It's truly the fact in the IT industry. So with AI, this whole thing is going to get disrupted. Why I feel that way is, just simply look at what is the transition that's happening in front of us. ஒரு ப்ரீ-ஏஐக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 3 class of jobs இருந்தது actually, right? One is called easy jobs, second is called the hard jobs, and the third is called the impossible jobs. Okay. Now with post-AI, literally the easy jobs are going to be gone. Okay. And this is a far-reaching implication for the educational institutions. I wanted to keep this session as a awakening call for the founders of educational institutions more than is about students, because the fundamental premise of educational institutions in Tamil Nadu is rooted on, hey, I'll give you the good education and I also get you placements in good colleges so that you come and join my institution. So that's really the one-line value proposition. If I distill it down to dumb it down, that's really the crux of every educational institution's value proposition, and everybody is competing to that in different ways. But all these students are going to go to the easy jobs, right? It's really not, because at the entry level you only get easy jobs, and post AI, if easy jobs are going to go away, then the value proposition is getting completely questioned. And then there is a second category of jobs, it's called the hard jobs. Now post AI, the hard jobs are going to become easy. Okay, I'll walk you through what this means. which essentially also means the value that the companies will see from the hard job, now that it's become easy, is a little low value, right? For easy jobs, there is no value because tool is going to do it. For hard jobs, there is some value now, but then the value is reduced because the tool is going to augment it. And there is something called impossible jobs. Pre-AI, there is no way to even get some of these impossible jobs done. Okay. But post-AI, these impossible jobs is becoming the hard jobs to do. And there is tremendous amount of value that will come from these hard jobs. Okay. So that's really the crux of the transition that's happening in front of us. And with that background, if you really look at it, if a typical software company, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 4 department இருக்கும். ஒன்னு வந்து engineering department சொல்லுவோம். They basically make products. Then second is marketing department. They basically take the products and then they sell it. They basically create awareness in the market, and then they generate inquiries. Basically, product team makes product, marketing team generates inquiry, and then it gives it to sales team. And the sales team takes the inquiries and converts it into customer. After the customer is done, the customer is given it to the service or a support team, which basically services the customer so that the customers are happy, so that they are retained. So basically create the product, create awareness, generate inquiries, give it to sales, close customers, give it to service and support, service the customer, retain them, so that the whole value chain gets built. It's a very simple foundation. Product, marketing, sales, customer success, rinse and repeat this cycle. That's really how pretty much you can fit most of the software companies into this paradigm. In fact, all companies into this paradigm, whether if it's car manufacturing or even textile, you take anything, it simply fits into this model at a very broad level. But at each department, the kind of hiring that happens is like a pyramid. Like if you look at engineering department, the pyramid basically assumes like a 4 to 5 level hierarchy in any company, right? So the senior most people are at VP level or at the top. Then there are director level, 1 level below. Then there are manager level, 1 level below. Then there are lead level, technical leads, project leads. They are at 1 level. And then there are individual contributors at the bottommost level. And the hiring actually today, the fresher and campus hiring happens at the bottommost level, which is the 0 to 2 years level. Okay. And with this pyramid, typically companies have a very bottom heavy org structure. And as the org goes up, the layers, the number of people on the top are going to be reduced. This whole model of pyramid itself is getting questioned. The reason why this is a big problem is this pyramid itself is getting disrupted. So this notion of there will be multiple levels and there will be hierarchy, and then there will be a lot of people are required at the bottom to do the work so that, the value gets produced at the top. This fundamental notion is getting disrupted in the long term. This whole chain can just become 2 levels, at max 3 levels. So from a 5-level hierarchy, we are going to see a 2 to 3 level hierarchy in the future. The future companies of software companies are going to be that. Which means immediately the bottommost layer will get affected the first. And 2 to 3 years from now, we are already going to see this in this coming campus recruitment. If you're not seeing this, I'll be surprised. In 2025 campus recruitment, 2026 campus recruitment, you're going to see this problem. If somebody has a question? Okay. So, you're going to see this problem straight away. That means there is going to be a reduced number of campus hiring that's going to happen at the 0 to 2 years level. And in 2 to 4 years from now, the 2 to 4 year experience jobs are also going to be challenged. The reason that's happening is, if you look at the engineering level, these are the kind of roles at the 0 to 2 levels, okay, at the bottommost layer of the pyramid. There is a junior developer, there is a QA tester, there is a tech writer, there is a DevOps associate, there is an associate PM. These kind of the roles is what we hire at the junior most level. These are sub-functions within engineering. engineering, product engineering team குள்ளார ஒரு sub teams இருக்கும். அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா development team இருக்கும், QA team இருக்கும், tech writing team இருக்கும், DevOps team இருக்கும், அப்புறம் product managers இருப்பாங்க. மொத்தம் 5 இருக்கு. இது ஒரு டிசைன் ஒன்று இருக்கு, பட் அதுவும் அதுல கீழே வரும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சப் டீம்ஸ் வித்தின் என்ஜினியரிங் இருக்கும். அந்த ஒவ்வொரு சப் டீம்ஸ்குள்ளாரையும் ஜூனியர் மோஸ்ட் லெவல்ல இருக்கிற ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் தான் இங்க போட்டிருக்கேன். ஜூனியர் டெவலப்பர், டெஸ்டர், டெஸ்ட் இன்ஜினியர் இஸ் த பாட்டம் மோஸ்ட் லெவல், டெக் ரைட்டர் த பாட்டம் மோஸ்ட் லெவல், டெவாப்ஸ்ல அசோசியேட் இன்ஜினியர் தேர் அட் த பாட்டம் மோஸ்ட் லெவல், அசோசியேட் பிஎம், என்ட்ரி லெவல் பிஎம் ஜாப்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த ஜாப்ஸ் எல்லாமே இப்போ ஏஐ கோ பைலட்ஸ் வந்துருச்சு. ஓகேவா? ஸோ like somebody can actually instruct the AI co-pilot to generate the code. That means I don't need a junior developer to write hundreds of thousands of lines of code. That is going to go away. Okay, so guys, we are recording. There is a live streaming that's going on. There is notes taking. Everything is happening. At the end of this session, we will send you all the stuff, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, and if you have some questions, you can keep putting the questions alone in the chat, so that at the end of the session, I will probably try to answer that. So in engineering, these junior levels is where the hiring happens, and these jobs are going to be going away to AI. So that's a very, very important shift. Now you go to marketing, we have a similar pyramid. So in all the 4 functions, there is this pyramid, unfortunately or fortunately, and this is what is giving us the jobs right now. Now in every function, these pyramid is getting questioned. Even in marketing, from a 5-level pyramid, is going to go to a 4 or 3-level pyramid. At the bottommost pyramid in marketing, these are the jobs. You have a content writer, SEO executive, social media coordinator, marketing associate, market research analyst, ad copy, and performance marketer. These jobs are again getting replaced with AI tools. Okay, we don't need these jobs. I'll just give you some real examples. We had a 15 to 16 member design team. Okay, this is just 1 year ago. It's a real example. It just happened personally to me. We had a 15 to 16 member design team. This design team is just 5 people today. And it is not that the work has reduced or work has gone. It's just that the work of the remaining 10 people are replaced using AI. So 15 jobs have reduced to 10 jobs. All the junior people have, because the senior people are able to use AI and do the job of what the junior people used to do much more faster, much more accurate, much more cost-effective way without any iteration. So they are actually switching to using AI, and automatically it's becoming, the junior people's jobs are becoming redundant. So it is not like we want to send off people. It is just that we don't have work because the tools are doing the work. And this kind of paradigm is actually happening in every function and sub-function within the company. And this is for marketing. And this is a sales pyramid. And if you go to a sales pyramid, again, we have a 5-level hierarchy, right? And here at the entry-level jobs, we have the sales development rep, the pre-sales business associate. In sales, to some extent, the impact is little slower, because in sales, there is a human touch point. In marketing and engineering, we are only dealing with systems. So அதனால அங்க ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்டா வந்து ஏஐ யூஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. சேல்ஸ்ல என்ன பிரச்சனைனா, ஒரு எஸ்டிஆர்னா ஒருத்தரை கால் பண்ணி பேசணும் அப்படின்ற போது அதுல இன்னும் அந்த ஏஐ இஸ் நாட் yet behaving as close to a human. It's not able to still react to a human, to all possible situations a human being will be able to react to, right? So suddenly இன்னைக்கு ஏதோ மழை பெஞ்சிருக்கும், அதெல்லாம் ஏஐக்கு தெரியாது நம்ம ஊர்ல, right? So suddenly maybe there's a snow in America, right? I don't think AI has that level of recent knowledge. So human can start with a conversation saying, hey, what's happening? I heard there is a 2 feet of snow. Is everything okay? No, you can start with that context for if you're a human being. But if AI cannot do that yet, but I'm only telling it cannot do that yet, right? But I'm telling you that is coming in 2 more years. In 2 more years, AI will do that as well. It will get connected to real-time information, and it will behave exactly like a human clone, and that's going to happen. So a lot of this work from sales also is going to go away. And the one area that is getting affected the most is the customer success area. And this is another area where we tend to hire a lot of people at a fresher level. And typically people enter as freshers into software companies through this route in large numbers, because this is a entry level and lot of human help is required. Very little skills, easy to train people, get them started, and from there you identify good people and move to surveys. From surveys you move to hardcore engineering. So this is where the biggest entry point into software companies happens typically. And unfortunately, this was the first thing to be disrupted by AI, because the most easiest thing to do. Again, I can tell you a personal example. We have a 20-member support team, and we had a knowledge base of 2013 to today it is 2025. 12 years of knowledge base of handling support tickets for KISSFlow. So we gave that entire support ticket as a knowledge base, as an input to an AI agent called Intercom. We use a product called Intercom. We just gave that entire 12 years of support tickets and our product documentation as input, and that's it. What happened is, when customers come and start chatting with our people, we changed the chat to be using AI chat instead of human chat. AI started answering to questions instantly using the 12 years knowledge base and the documentation, and it started resolving 80% of support tickets on its own. 80%. And only 20% of the support tickets it's not able to handle. So, and it has this intelligence to direct this 20% automatically, saying, hey, wait, we are calling a human agent to help you. It has that intelligence. The Intercom product actually already has this intelligence. So that means a 20-member team reduced to just 4-member team now. This is a massive change that is happening, right? And so you got to be very much aware of this. And this directly means big impact on hiring and everything that's going to happen in the future. You might see some impact this year, but the bigger impact will happen in 2026. Because I don't think companies have yet fully geared up to, embrace this. And also, most of these impact is happening in countries like America very fast, because they are in the bleeding edge of the technology. India is a little bit lagging behind, so we probably are like a 1 year away. So next year, this is going to be even more, impactful. So, like if you look at customer success, these roles are pretty much going to be going to AI, right? So across all the 4 functions, the pyramid is getting challenged. The next 2 years, the 0 to 2 year jobs are going to be challenged. It's not that it's completely going to dry. I'm not saying it's going to be zero, but there is going to be a substantial impact on hiring. That's going to happen. Okay. Now, what is going to happen is, as I said, there is going to be zero to hiring will have a big level drop. Okay. And the market will be flooded with talent. When the market is flooded with talent, there will be fewer old paradigm jobs. Okay. When there are fewer old paradigm jobs, then automatically salaries will go down. See, no longer like software salaries will be premium. See, today we are basically saying, typically somewhere between 4 to 6 lakhs compensation at an entry level is normal today. That is because the salaries, software is becoming premium at the entry level. But if the software becomes commodity, then the salary levels will go down. That means we need to completely rethink how we prepare our students and how we augment our value proposition as educational institutions. I'm more worried about Tamil Nadu and the education institutions here because I'm very passionate about Tamil Nadu, and I wanted to make sure that we are ahead of the curve and we take advantage of AI rather than be impacted by AI. So that is really why I wanted to do this. Now, I came up with 7 actionable points that we can do as college founders and college owners and senior leadership team from these colleges. Okay. And these are not necessarily about fixing your tactical problem of just AI problem. Okay. Suresh, tell me how I change my campus hiring so that I'll get AI jobs. That's not going to work, because there is nothing like that, because AI is not creating jobs, it's eating jobs. Right? So, and it's probably going to create a new sorts of opportunities which are different from the older opportunities. That means we need to embrace this new paradigm. So now what this really means, like what way people say, right? I'll just give you a small example and then go into those 7 points. See, around 150 years ago, when people wanted ice meaning just have ice for a whiskey or some drink or some juice or something, they used to go to a frozen lake and cut ice and sell ice. It's called the ice cutter business. There is a business called ice cutter business. So these guys will go to the lake and cut the ice into small pieces, come to the town and sell the ice. And then there was technology that came in, which made ice in factories. Okay. And that is the era that I grew up in when I was a kid. And some of you were old enough who are like probably close to 50 years of age, you'll probably know that எங்க வீட்டுக்கு பக்கத்துல ரம்யா ஐஸ் ஃபேக்டரின்னு ஒரு ஐஸ் ஃபேக்டரி இருக்கும். சம்மர்ல போனீங்கன்னா ரம்யா ஐஸ் ஃபேக்டரியில போயிட்டு ஐஸ் வாங்கிட்டு வந்து லெமன் ஜூஸ் போட்டு இல்லைன்னா ரசனான்னு ஒரு ட்ரிங்க் இருக்கும், ஒரு ரஸ்னா பாக்கெட் வாங்கி ஐஸ் போட்டு குடிப்போம். இப்போ the people who were doing the ice cutting business never figured out how to transition that into the ice factory business. There is a different set of people who did the ice factory. The ice cutters became obsolete in some sense, right? But then you fast forward today, we don't even see ice factories because we have a mini ice factory in each one of our houses in the name of refrigerators. You push a button, you make ice factory at home. The companies which are making ice factories at home are Samsung and LG and those kind of companies are not the Ramya ice factories, right? The Ramya ice factories are not there anymore. So I think that kind of paradigm shift, this is actually called as paradigm shift, right? So this kind of paradigm shift is hitting us. And those of us who, it is not as worse as the ice factory example. That's an extreme example I gave you. Luckily, it's not as worse as that, but I think it's important to understand the impact is that much paradigm changing. Since it is paradigm changing, we need to gear up ourselves to do that paradigm adoption. So it is not about coming up with some incremental changes or anything like that. Something much more fundamental has to be done. I have only 5-6 more slides and then I'll open up for Q&A. Okay. The first thing you can do is harness the AI, power of AI and build products, not as colleges, but by empowering your students. And there is this notion I want to introduce to you guys called the OPC. OPC stands for one-person companies. So because of AI, there is a possibility to build multi-million-dollar companies with just by one person. A single person can build a multi-million-dollar company. And this is quite feasible. Even today, there are examples, but you're probably not aware of. If you take this popular company called Telegram, Telegramனு ஒரு பாப்புலர் கம்பெனி இருக்கு. அந்த டெலிகிராம்ல எத்தனை எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் இருக்காங்கன்னு நீங்க அது அந்த கம்பெனியோட வேல்யூ வந்து $30 billion, 30. $1 billion 8,000 கோடின்னு வச்சுக்கினா கூட 80,000 கோடி 24,000 கோடி ரூபாய். That company is worth 24,000 crores. Sorry, 1 billion, 30 billion is no 240,000 crores. 240,000 crores is the value of that company. The number of people who work in that company is just 30. Just 30. 30 பேர் தான் வேலை பண்றாங்க. 30 பேர் வேலை பண்ற அந்த கம்பெனியோட விலை 2,40,000 கோடி என்னோட வேல்யூ. This kind of technology disruption and future possibilities is very rare in the pre-AI world. Telegram is a pre-AI company, okay, wow. But in post-AI, this kind of big company building possibilities are going to be normal. It's not difficult. If not $1 billion company, you can easily build like 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, $30 million companies very easily. So, and AI is going to be making this possible. That means, forget about 20 million. Even if you generate 20 crores, right? If somebody can generate 20 crores of revenue with a 10-member team, that company will be valued 100 crores. Right? And then company will be valued 100 crores. And these youngsters have the talent to do that. And with AI, they can definitely do that. And you can, as a college, you can actually foster this on the side and take equity in those companies, like 20% equity, give them 25 lakhs to 50 lakhs seed money. And if this company is worth 20 crores in 3-4 years or 5 years, you are basically, your investment of 20 lakhs is worth 20 crores, right? Which is like 100x return. And here, of course, it's not going to, you're not literally going to make every college student in your company this way. In a batch of 100, there are probably 2 or 3 people who can actually make it to this. And that's all you need. And even if you can make one batch like this every year, that you're really talking about a game-changing impact for your college. Okay. So this is where bulk of value creation, while you are making this transition, that can happen. If you can invest in something like this, this will be very, very useful. And for this to happen, you need access to high performance GPUs and cloud platforms. There are cloud credits. See, many of these things I am saying here, I will be able to help you, connect you with the providers. For example, whether it is Google Cloud or Azure or AWS, they have for colleges cloud credits for students and stuff like that, which you can do for AI and experimentation environment. So we can figure it out. And similarly, there are a lot of industry standard tools which are giving you educational licenses for students, like a GitHub Copilot or a Notion or those kind of stuff. That also you should be actually giving access to your students. And of course, you need physical incubation spaces for the AI talent incubation and entrepreneurial initiatives. So you need to stitch 1 and 2 together for the 1% company concept to thrive really well in your college. This is the first thing. The second thing is, all of us are concentrated on computer science. Like we have mechanical engineering, we have civil engineering, we have computer science engineering, but everybody finally goes for computer science jobs because that's where the money is. But that's going to change now. In 3-4 years, it's going to change big time. So if it's going to change big time, then the future is going to be in niche sectors of courses. It's not like you're going to produce 500,000, 5,000, 10,000 people, but you want to produce 50 people, 20 people, 30 people in clean energy, climate tech, sustainability, industrial digital twins, precision agriculture, environmental engineering, urban infrastructure. Because if there are only 25-30 jobs that is available, or in entire Tamil Nadu for urban infrastructure. But there is no course in urban infrastructure. Most of the colleges do not have a course. But if these 25 people study the urban infrastructure, they immediately get absorbed. But of course, it's a hard job, right? It's not easy. It's not like easy as hiring one professor and teaching some 500 students computer science and then go to a campus recruitment and you can actually place them and your job is done. That paradigm is gone. So we need to find out and aggregate unique courses like the ones. This is just an example I've said. If you ask me, I can give you 150 courses like this, right? There is enough for all of us to specialize on. So there's nothing like there is a mad race to this 9 courses, nothing like that, right? So there is enough of these courses that we can identify, and each one of them will probably have like 100 jobs, 200 jobs, 300 jobs in the whole country. But then accumulated, it will solve the talent requirement and the campus requirement of your college. That's really what you need. So that's all I'm trying to help you here. So though diversify the courses, don't think that computer science is the magic bullet that can actually help your college place your students. I think that mindset needs to change. That's the main goal of this particular slide. Then how do we generate more money? I want to make sure all the colleges are successful and they make more money. That's my goal. Right? The fourth idea here is collaborate with industry PGP, come up with industry postgraduate programs, which are job-enabled programs. Like, for example, if this is a 1-year program, you can do post-graduation as a diploma certificate. Typically, it's 3 to 5 lakh fee. And the beauty is, the companies that are providing these PGP courses, they actually sell this. You don't have to sell this 3 to 5 lakhs. And you can get a commission out of this. Right? And then they provide 100% job guarantees. So basically, you have a 4-year program. You get your students, and 5th year, you enroll them into the PGP program. You sell the 3 to 5 lakh yearly fee for that. And you typically get 30% or 40% cut out of that. so there are companies who do this, and they basically take these students and make them industry ready, and they go after niche programs, and then they ensure they get 100% jobs. And you need to partner with this. And here I want to put a shameless plug. I'm invested in a company called Diversity. So they are doing this for biotech, and these companies have to be specialized. There is no generalists here, right? So, and each one of these companies here just do only one problem. They do that problem really well. This is not like one, again, if somebody says there is one magic bullet to solve this problem, there is no such magic bullet. University probably will give you like 500 such people jobs at this point in time, and they will all get jobs because they will be in pharma, biotech, and very advanced, biomedical and those kind of stuff. So I just put 4 companies here. Like there are companies like this who super specialize on it. They gave, but then you need to tie this with this, right? We need to tie this with this and this. So pick up specialized courses and then do the industry PCP program. You make money. You also place your jobs, your students in the industry, so that it's a win-win for yourself. You make money, the students, everybody, and you also save the Tamil Nadu's economy. And the fifth and sixth points are related to the faculty. See, most of the professors are just giving lectures, and they're just going after the curriculums, right? That is going to die, guys, because the professor's job as lecturers just go after a standard curriculum and go talk about that class after class is technically gone, right? One of the places which AI is going to disrupt big way is the education space. Okay. So the professors needs to become really consultants. That means they need to be hands-on. Unfortunately, most of the professors are not qualified there. So which means you need to bring in some completely new blood into the system. You cannot change the whole professors in one go. So if you have 100 professors today, 100 is a big number. Maybe let's say you have 25, 30 professors today. Can you bring 3 or 4 people like adjunct faculty, right? Who can interweave into your current system, and then take these switch to consultant paradigm and take fixed bid projects on behalf of the college, right? And you typically want to start small and start with like a year 1. I will have a 25 lakh target. I want to take a project like 25 lakh worth of project, and this project need not be in computer science. If it's a mechanical engineer, ask the professor and head of department of the mechanical engineering, go take a 25 lakh project for in mechanical engineering. If it is in some other civil engineering or something like that, ask them to take the projects, right? If it's electronics, take the project. If it is robotics, take a project, deliver the project. And they don't have the skill set right now. So we cannot simply push them there. So we need some industry collaboration there. So you need to combine that with some faculties who are coming from the industry. Together, they form a consulting pair. Together, they form a consulting pair so that the college delivers the projects to the industry. And that way, the professors get transformed to consultants. They have real education. They get exposure to industry problems, which means they can go back to the students and tell them what the industry wants. That means that go back and connect with the 1% company idea. That means they can build IPs and products. So all of these thought process are in many ways very, very interconnected. And start small by giving 25 lakh target, and then eventually make sure that these departments do 100 crore per year, 10 crore per year. And typically it is at the department level, right? If you have 6 departments, each department needs to take a target. Even if a 25 lakh is a big target, give them 10 lakh target, give them target. They need to really be consultants. They need to deliver projects. They cannot just be teachers. If they're just teachers teaching year on year, they're not learning anything. They're just repeating what they've learned last year, 10 years ago. They're repeating the same thing. They're not really learning anything. So disrupt that model. Okay. Then finally, I kept faculty development as the final point because, again, reinforcing teach away from learning as a curriculum. Make sure faculties do research and development. Okay. They're not just teaching academics, and they have to learn by doing. They have to learn by doing things, right? And make sure every faculty takes, we have talked about internship for students. I'm saying make sure faculties take internships. Send faculties to companies. Like, ask them to work for 3 months in a company once in 3 years, once in 2 years. It is mandatory for a faculty to work 3 months internship in a company. If that is like one of the qualifications for them to go to the next year. They don't get an appraisal if they don't do 3 months internship, and it is their job to find the internship. It is not your job as a founder or a owner to find internship. It is their job to find internship in companies. They need to be plugged into the companies. They need to go work there in the field for 2-3 months and then come back to the college. I think unless we do that, it's not going to change. And finally, a lot of this will also require money. And luckily, there is a lot of grants available. Some are available in state level, but there is a lot more grants are available at the union level. And I see very, very less companies and colleges, very, very less colleges taking advantage of these grants. To take advantages of these grants, it requires a systematic process. You'd require like a sales and marketing team for that, right? Because there is money involved. Anytime you have to get money, you need somebody to work on it full time. So you set up a small, lean 1 to 2 member team whose only job is to securing the grants. There is nothing else. And I just given you some example just to give you an idea that I'm not talking in thin air, right? I mean, many of these union programs are in Hindi, right? I don't even know what they mean. So that's another curse that we are all having, right? So, but let's put some people behind it. And I read some case study like Whaltech, for example, got 23 crores of union government funding for setting up the TBI. I don't know how true it is, but that's a research, that's a news I read. And I know PSG Tech has done it really well. Sairam College has done it. SSN College has done it. VIT has done it. I know many of you guys are from these colleges are in this program, right? And these are real examples. There are few colleges who are really taking advantage of the grants. I think it is time all the colleges in Tamil Nadu take advantage of the grants. So because then plow this back into the whole 1 to 6 idea. So that's really where I wanted to end this session and basically say this AI wave is a problem, but it's a good advantage and an opportunity if you embrace that. If you miss that, it might actually eat us away. So with that, let me open this up for Q&A and look forward to hearing you guys. I hope this was useful. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. So Sumaya Sheikh, yeah. Hey, can you unmute them? Is it a way to unmute everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sumaya, please unmute yourself.
I also see Sajid here, and it's a lot of known faces. Thank you for coming.
Sumaya ma'am, please unmute yourself and
That's a great session.
start speaking.
Thank you, Sajid.
Yeah. Need of the hour.
Thank you very much.
Everyone is there.
Yeah, Sumaya, ma'am, please go ahead.
Sir, I wish to know that how to identify, as you said, that 2 persons may be identified for each college to work on these union government grants. Really, people are there. There are many people approaching us, but how
No,
to
actually,
identify what kind of...
don't fall for these agents or somebody like that. See, some of these things, you have to have an in-house talent. Somebody, you hire somebody who's good, give them the charter. They have to sit and study, research, go to talk to their peers in other colleges who have achieved that program, get the input from them. It's hard work. There is like a lot of agents will come and cheat you. I think there is no shortcut for some of these things. You have to put in the effort, team, and build that capacity inside. You just need one smart individual who's passionate about solving this problem and who's passionate about the college, passionate about the students. This could be one of your smart professors.
Yeah.
Or a junior lecturer who just joined your college. Typically, I would even recommend putting somebody, some women professors. Like they are pretty hardworking and smart. In fact, I generally tend to think women folks are doing a fantastic job than the men,
Thank you.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
they are very committed and they are very sincere, and you should even do that. So that's what I would recommend.
Thank you. But anyway, we have been doing it, but this way we have to move further to state and center.
Sure. Sounds good. No, see, I will leave my, I think I'll leave my, you have, many of you have my contacts. You can message me offline if you want. Maybe we'll also create a WhatsApp group or something like that if possible. And if you need any specific help, not everything we can, I can probably answer it in this. We need some specific help. I can provide offline as well. But I'll also have a company to run, so just keep this in mind. So, okay.
So, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, can I go to Irfan?
This is Magendran from IFT College of Engineering, sir.
Suresh,
Okay, yeah.
it's a really tailored presentation. It's very nice. I think you have addressed what is the real-time problems what the education institution are facing now. I think a real eye-opening session. Thanks for the session. See, I just go to the that is third point. You are just mentioning about the courses, right? The courses what the institution has to offer. Okay, so you are given very clear. That is, you are given that clean energy and see, sustainability. You are given, right? See, sustainability is a part of each and every course what we have to have, right? There is no separate course and other things. I mean, can you give me some light about these type of things? So, what you mean about it?
Actually, see,
basically, I just mentioned that I am from Crescent Institution. I am a deputy registrar in Crescent University. I'm Dr.
No problem. No, I see. There are some specialized sustainability as a general
Yes.
specialization will be also be required. That's an integrating discipline.
Yes.
It's like general management,
Okay.
right? But climate tech, clean energy is like specialization, right? So there could be one course which is just simply talking about sustainability from all angles, but not necessarily specializing. It's just a very small batch, like 30-member team, right?
Yes.
So that will be a generalist program. So that can also be a PGP program, for example.
Yes, correct. Rightly
This
mentioned.
can also be a PGP program. So see, these are not bound to give you specific action. These are bound to this slide is bound to give you some trigger points in your mind to think through it, right? And once you have some, then to design something, it is. See, I'm not going to change you in 45 minutes. It's hard to change everything. Change it. It is only possible to trigger some thought process in mind. So there are some 150 people in this. I think if 25 institutions do something after the end of this, I would consider it's a runaway success. Okay, because most of the time we hear a lot of great ideas, but taking these great ideas and executing that is a very, very big task as well. So
yeah,
anyway,
what you said rightly said. See, we have what you call as Crescent Innovation Incubation Council. We have, so we are connecting this incubation center with our students' projects. We are getting some good results now. So what you have mentioned,
Crescent is doing really well. I should have put Crescent as one of the companies. I forgot it. It's my mistake.
That was missing, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So Crescent is actually just put the Crescent, in the slide. Sorry, actually I overlooked it. Sorry about this, guys. But I know Crescent is doing CIIC doing really good job. I think these are all the models. But again, all the models that is running in PSG Tech, VIT, SSN College, Crescent itself is 20-year-old. That is the biggest realization. See, that model itself is a 15-year-old model and it has taken its maturity. Okay. Now it is time to come up. This model is getting changed now. So we need to basically double down and act fast. So that is really the larger message. And it is like they say, right? Some colleges, like India, for example, we didn't have 2G network. We directly went to 3G. because we are late. So we never, globally, all the advanced countries had 2G mobile network, and then only we went to 3G, right? So rather, not 2G, 3G, but mostly, sorry, I went analog versus digital. We never had analog phones. Analog digital cell phones, we never had. We only had digital cell phones. Similarly, some colleges who missed the last 10-year wave, can actually jump to the digital wave straight away, the AI wave straight away. There is an opportunity. You don't have some of the baggage you carry. See it as an advantage as well. Okay, let's go to some more people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir. Hi, this is Sudarshan calling from Kumaraguru College of Technology, Coimbatore. Happy in connecting you for the day. Really, it's a wonderful presentation and you are too casual. I have two questions. First question, more specific about your costume. I've seen you multiple times in LinkedIn and other things. So it's pretty good. And I do believe that Kissflow has got an emblem which represents you. That's my belief. That's my first point. And second thing to add on is that you've been telling us that it is better to diversify the courses. Actually, as we follow certain universities, there are certain restrictions in creating our own courses. So maybe currently what we are doing is that we do create certain electives and we ensure that these technologies are being taught to the students. Maybe when we are getting associated with Kissflow, what could be the possible helps that you will be able to render us?
See, this one I am doing on behalf of this entity called DreamDA. Okay, it's not so much connected to Kissflow. Okay, this is some sort of a social initiative. So DreamDA is trying to help the colleges in terms of transformation for students and stuff like that. So that's the goal. That's the charter right now. I'm doing this. It's not so much connected to Kissflow. But coming to address your this specific question, see, my idea was if I able to impress upon, let's say, 100 colleges, then most of them are connected to Anna University, right? So it's affiliated to Anna University.
Yes.
I'm assuming if 100 college founders go and talk to Anna University, there is nothing Anna University can do, stop it from coming up and transforming the colleges. And if you have trouble, you tell me, I can facilitate that process. I'm part of Tamil Nadu State Planning Commission. I work with many of the government officials and the ministry and the secretaries. I can even facilitate that process. Okay, but that need has to come from the bottom. If the need comes from the bottom, we can go and meet the higher education minister. We can bring Anna University registrar and then ask for those courses to be included in the curriculum. It's not quite difficult to do, actually speaking. It requires momentum and you need solidarity and unity from the colleges to come together and then represent that. And they will definitely make it happen. 100% sure about it.
Suresh sir.
Yeah, thanks for
this is Magendra.
Thank you.
Sir, this is Magendra from IFT College of Engineering.
Yeah.
Villupuram. I am also from Kadalur also.
Solunga, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. So I have only one doubt, sir. So you told from 2026, all the things are going to be changed. Within the short period, how can I give inputs to students? Any specific course you have to give on, sir?
கஷ்டம் தான் சார். அவ்வளோ குவிக்கா பண்றதுக்கு வந்து என்னன்னா நிறைய you need to really probably one of the things you can do is இப்போ நான் இப்போ வந்து இங்க இதெல்லாம் போட்டிருக்கேன் இல்லைங்களா? இப்போ உதாரணத்துக்கு if somebody is interested in engineering na ask them to try all these AI co-pilots.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then similarly if somebody is interested in marketing na you try all these tools. So they need to become AI enabled human beings. Like they have to use AI and their skills together to perform a job. And if they can demonstrate that, then there is a decent possibility for them to get hired. That is the new era. But what is happening is that is not an easy solution, because if that's an easy solution, everybody will do that, right? But the reason why it's not an easy solution is that most of the job itself, like a senior guy in a company is doing it using the co-pilot. Like if the company already has a 4-year experience guy, right? So he's actually buying a co-pilot software and asking the software to do the design or write the content or generate the boilerplate code. So, and then it just generates it in 2 seconds or 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So that's why that job is getting disrupted. So we actually formed a new team, which to build a new product. Ideally, we would have hired 40 people for that. But we just got 8 people, all of them are 10 years experience, and that's it. And our understanding is these 8 to 10 people will just use AI and build this product. So where we would have hired 40 people, we only hired 8 people, and all of them are senior people. We have no juniors, no freshers, nothing. So this is the change I'm saying is coming. So unless we come, unless you do all the things that I'm saying here, there is no easy answer. There is no magic bullet if you are looking for one.
We will try to the best, sir.
Okay, yes, sir.
Sir, when it comes
Thank you.
to management programs, we see that, based on your presentation, the marketing and sales jobs will fly away, which is, generally synonymous with
Marketing sales jobs fly away illa. Ella department junior levels jobs will go away. That's very important. See, marketing will be there, product will be there, sales will be there, customer service will be there, everything will be there. The pyramid layer in the bottom layers எல்லா இடத்துலயும் போகுது. அதுதான் சொல்ல வந்தேன். பாருங்க, the pyramid engineering na bottom 2 layer is gone. Sales na marketing na bottom 2 layers. Sales na again bottom 2 layers. Customer service, customer support le bottom 2 layers. So I'm not saying marketing and sales will go away. I'm not saying that. I'm saying company has 4 functions: product function, marketing function. In the 4 function la, there is 5 levels in the pyramid. VP level and the individual contributor level. And the 5 level, the bottom 2 levels are going to go away.
So where will the freshers go, sir? Where will the freshers go?
அதுதான் சொல்ல முன்னாடியே உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். உங்களுக்கு முன்னாடியே உங்களை அலர்ட் பண்றேன் நான். அதுதான் சொல்ல வரேன் நான். அதான் பயமா இருக்கு. I'm afraid actually. I'm because see, இந்த AI வந்து இந்த அளவுக்கு வரும்னு சொல்லிட்டு யாரும் எதிர்பார்க்கல. So it's coming. It's come, right? See, today my own personal use case. I'm not using Google. I'm going to ChatGPT all the time. Anything I need an answer, I'm going to ChatGPT, right? So our behaviors are changing so fast. So that is what I'm very worried, and that's why I am voluntarily வேலையை விட்டுட்டு உங்களுக்கு அலர்ட் பண்றேன்னா எதுக்குன்னா I'm very much afraid of it.
So that's
and you are not even aware of this tsunami is coming, right? And that is why I wanted to prepare all of you guys in this direction.
So good morning, Suresh. This is Secretary from Danish Engineering College. Sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, why can't you come out with a course where we need not to go and represent the universities and make it as a long subject? ஏன் ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு கோர்ஸ் கரிக்குலம் நீங்க ஃப்ரேம் பண்ணி ஒரு வேல்யூ ஆடட் கோர்சஸா நீங்க எல்லா இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜஸ் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது?
அது என்ன வேலை யாரு பண்ணுவா? அப்ப என் கம்பெனி யார் ரன் பண்றது?
ஒரு இது வந்து ஒரு ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ட்ரைனிங்
வந்து காவியா இருக்காங்க பாருங்களா, காவியா வந்து தம்ஸ் அப் குடுக்குறாங்க பாருங்க, அவங்களுக்கு பிடிங்க, அவங்கதான் அதனுடைய அவங்க வேலை, அதுதான் அவங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துருக்கோம். Seriously, always I have to run my company, right? This itself, see, if you really think about it, I spent 1 week preparing for this session.
Okay.
See, none of any high quality work and impact that needs to be created, even preparing a presentation, takes a lot of effort.
But to be very honest, யாருக்குமே கோர்ஸ் கரிக்குலம் ஃப்ரேம் பண்ற அளவுக்கு யாரும் அந்த டெக்னிக்கலா இன்னும் எங்களோட ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸோ அசிஸ்டன்ட் ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸோ இனி எக்யூப் ஆகலாம் தான் எங்களுக்கு தெரியுது. இப்ப பேசிக்கான ஒரு கோர்ஸ் நீங்க சொன்னா கூட வெளியில இருந்து ஒரு ட்ரெயினரை கூட்டிட்டு வந்துதான் அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸை நீங்க ட்ரெயின் பண்ண முடியுமே தவிர ரெகுலரா இருக்கக்கூடிய ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியை வச்சு நம்ம எந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் எந்த டொமைன்லயுமே ட்ரெயின் பண்ண முடியலன்றதுதான் கசப்பான உண்மை.
கரெக்ட். அதுதான் நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, இங்க பாருங்களேன், நான் சில சொல்லியிருந்தேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து உங்க ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி எல்லாம் நீங்க வந்து ப்ரொஃபஸர்ல இருந்து கன்சல்டன்டா மாத்தணும். அப்பதான் அவங்களுக்கு அந்த நாலேஜ் வரும். இல்லைன்னா அவங்களுக்கு அந்த நாலேஜ் வர்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்பே இல்லை. ஏன்னா ஜஸ்ட் பியூர் பியூர் ப்ராக்டிக்கல் ப்ராப்ளம். ஏன்னா ஒருத்தவங்க வந்து 5 வருஷமா ஒரே விஷயத்த திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னா காலேஜ்ல வேற எதுவுமே அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. அந்த 5 வருஷத்துல உலகம் மாறிடுது நிறைய. அவங்க டெய்லி ஆபீஸ் போறாங்க, வீட்டுக்கு போறாங்க.
Mernalini from SSN, this changing to consultant is really a difficult issue because the companies are not they are not willing to give any problem statement as a consulting problem statements, or they are not willing to associate us towards the project. They are simply giving lectures, giving students internships and organizing some workshops as lecture. They are stopping that level. So
it is not an easy thing. I agree. But you have to try. There is no other go. You have to try. I haven't tried.
Yeah.
See, if you really ask me, there is not a single college who came and approached me. Here is a college professor in my college. I want this. Give me a 3-month internship for this college professor. No, ஒரு காலேஜ் கூட என்கிட்ட இது வரைக்கும் வந்து கேட்டதே கிடையாது.
Okay.
எல்லாம் என்ன காலேஜ்ல இருந்து என்ன கேக்குறாங்கன்னா எங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு இன்டர்ன்ஷிப் கொடுங்கன்னு தான் கேக்குறாங்க.
Okay.
காலேஜ் ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் என்ன நினைச்சுக்கிறாங்கன்னா அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சுக்கிறாங்க. அவங்களுக்கே தெரியாது.
Sir, according to SSN college management, they had given opportunity for the faculty to go for internship. But with respect to computer science and engineering, faculty are trying, but we could not able to identify the appropriate demand.
I'm telling you myself, Kisflow is a popular company in India, in Chennai. In India, we are a top 10 SaaS company. Chennai, we are very popular. I don't think anybody came to me and asked me for my
we will be in touch with you, sir.
college professor, give me a 3-month internship in your college. Nobody asked me. Susan, yara ketirukanga?
Good morning to all of you.
Mahalinga college la ketirukangala? Okay.
Sorry about the interruption.
We have not approached you because whoever is in contact with us, we are approaching. Now on, we will try to associate with you.
I am. All I'm saying is, it's not like எல்லாரும் நாளைக்கு ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் எடுத்து கிஸ்லோ வந்தீங்கன்னா நாங்க காலி ஆயிரும். We can see everybody can give 1 or every company can also give only 1 or 2. But there are lots of companies. See, சென்னையில பாத்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ஒரு 1000 நல்ல கம்பெனி இருக்கு தமிழ்நாட்டுல சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல. ஓகேங்களா? 500 இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. நம்ம காலேஜே 400 தான் இருக்கு. மொத்தம் நல்ல காலேஜ்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 400 தான் இருக்கு. இன்னைக்கு இந்த கால்ல வந்திருக்கவங்க 150 பேர் வந்திருக்கீங்க. ஒருத்தவங்க ஒரு காலேஜை ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா கூட 150 பேருக்கு தான் இன்டர்ன்ஷிப் தேவை டு ஸ்டார்ட் வித். That's a very small target. That's a very, very small target. Finding 150 internship for 150 professors in 150 different companies is not a very big task. It's a very simple task.
Okay.
But once we do it, but we cannot do mass. We cannot do like 1000 பேர் கொடுக்க முடியாது. பட் இனிஷியலா ஒன்னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா பண்ணிட்டோம்னா அடுத்த வருஷம் 2 பேர் கொடுப்பாங்க, அதுக்கு அடுத்த வருஷம் 3 பேர் கொடுப்பாங்க. That motion will start. I am definitely sure getting 150 internship jobs for 150 good professors from 150 colleges who are attending this program is not at all difficult. It's 100%.
I'm sorry about the interruption. This is Kannan Naksimban from CSO College of Engineering. I would like to beg to differ with the madam who was talking that companies are not supporting internship initiatives. I would love to put across our initiatives from 2016 onward, excepting the 2 COVID years. Every year we have been sending minimum 10 of our faculty members to industry for summer internship, minimum 2 months. If the company says that they cannot accommodate them below 2 months, we don't even consider those companies. And this has been a very, very successful model where the faculty go there and they learn, and also as an outcome, they do a small project. When they come and teach, we see transformation in their teaching pedagogy. So this has been a very, very successful model we have been implementing since 2016. And even this summer, I am sending 10 of my faculty members to different companies in different cities and towns. So we have always believed that for some reason they do their BE, they do their ME, they do their PhD also, and directly come into teaching without any industry experience. We can't be giving this excuse forever. So some point in time we discussed and we said that at least at this point, we need to do this. We need to empower our faculty members. That is where we brought in this idea of summer internship for faculty members. Generally, the word internship is more associated with students, but we wanted to change that idea and brought in this concept of faculty members.
So பாருங்க, Karthikeyan, this is sorry, Kannan Narasimhan. This is fantastic. I'm so happy. These ideas are not theoretical ideas to hear from you, because I never felt it's a theoretical idea, right? It is practically doable. It's just that you are not approaching it in this way. I'm very, very happy to see that you have done it successfully. So let's go to the next person. I will spend another 10-15 minutes, guys, answering questions, and then we can wrap it up.
Only one more question, sir. In this slide, what you showed, or the conversation what we had, most of the cases, the bottom most is going to be impacted. And in a country, highly populous country like India, particularly the state of Tamil Nadu, there are many engineering institutions. 150,000 engineers come out of engineering colleges every year. When there is a very serious impact on the freshers, what is going to be the real scenario maybe 1 year down the line? I am fearing really this will lead to economic imbalance, job losses, and the situation is going to be a very, very difficult one even for the governments to handle.
Actually, என்ன problemna, this is the problem. I probably didn't clarify this. The traditional way of looking jobs is going to go away. Okay, here is the super icing on the cake. Okay, this is what I probably missed it to communicate. AI is going to eat old jobs. Okay, but AI is going to create some new jobs which are never imagined before. ஸோ இப்போ எப்படி இதை பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன். எங்க அப்பா வந்து he used to be a union leader in Communist Party of India, Communist Party of CPIMல இருந்தாரு. ஸோ நான் படிக்கும் பொழுது கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் படித்தேன். எங்க வீட்டில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா திஸ் அ கான்ஸ்டன்ட் கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட். எங்க அப்பா வந்து ரோட்ல இறங்கி சண்டை போடுவார், கம்ப்யூட்டர் வந்து ஜாப் எல்லாம் போடுது, கம்ப்யூட்டர் மயமாக்காதுன்னு சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட் எடுத்து கோஷம் போட்டுட்டு இருப்பாரு. நான் வீட்டில் உட்காந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் படிச்சுட்டு இருப்பேன். So, but the problem is people in that time thought the computers are going to take the jobs away. But yes, it took the jobs away. What kind of jobs? Clerical jobs have gone. But what it created? It created an explosion of a new type of jobs the old clerks are not ready to take. So there is a new generation of jobs got created. A different type of people were able to be employed. The old clerical work is gone. That's what's going to happen in AI. இப்போ இருக்கிற jobs எல்லாம் old clerical jobs மாதிரி AI world ல. AI is going to create 100x more jobs. But ஆனா அந்த jobs இப்போ இருக்கிற jobs மாதிரி இருக்காது. அதுதான் பாயிண்ட். எப்படி வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸ் வந்து கிளரிக்கல் ஜாப்ஸ் காலி பண்ணுச்சோ அது வந்து ஓல்டு ஜாப்ஸ், புது ஜாப்ஸ் வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் ஜாப்ஸ் தான் வந்துச்சு. இப்ப கம்ப்யூட்டரே ஓல்டு ஆயிடுச்சு, ஏஐ தான் இப்ப புதுசு. அப்ப இந்த கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஓல்டு ஜாப்ஸ் பழைய ஜாப்ஸ் கிளரிக்கல் ஜாப்ஸ் மாதிரி, அந்த கிளரிக்கல் ஜாப்ஸ் எல்லாம் காலி பண்ணுது ஏஐ. அப்போ ஏஐ இஸ் கோயிங் டு கிரியேட் another 100x time more jobs, but we are not ready to catch that wave. That is the crux. So if we can somehow understand this and embark on it, we can actually catch that wave. But the problem is we don't even know. We are not even, aware of what is changing. That's the biggest worry I have. So it is not like we will run into some sort of a chaos, industry will die. It will boom, but it will be a different. I gave you, that's why the ice cutter example. Okay. So if you're geared up, we can actually leverage that. So that's the point. It's going to change big, but it's going to create an explosion. A lot of small companies are going to get created. The jobs, that's why I talked about the concept of 1% companies. The notion that we have to go work for someone might go away. The notion that if you have the talented skills, you can actually start and make $1 million. $1 million is what, 8 crores. If you go work for someone, you'll get 6 lakhs salary per year. That's the change that we need to take a look at it. And that paradigm shift is what I'm thinking is in front of us.
Sir, good morning, sir. This is from VO Chidambaram College, sir, on behalf of Dr. Veerabahu. I'm Dr. Radhika. So just a doubt, sir. We'd like to know whether this nomenclature BSc Computer Science with the AI and ML, that is okay, or it should BSc AI and ML without that nomenclature of computer science. So we are planning to go in for the new course in an arts and science college. So we'd like to have your highlight on that. The nomenclature does matter for in future, but when the student goes out for placement or anything like that.
It's not, that's a very tactical question. This is not in the purview of this webinar. See, to me, nomenclatureக்குலாம் அவ்வளோ பெரிய வேல்யூ இல்லை. நீங்க போட்டுக்கலாம், வேணும்னா போட்டுக்கோங்க, உங்களுக்கு அது நல்லதா தெரிஞ்சிச்சுன்னா. But what is important is if the student is really qualified in whatever they are saying, that's really what is important. And அது see, இப்போ நீங்க ஏன் வந்து இப்போ ஹார்வர்டோ இப்போ ஸ்டான்ஃபோர்டோ வந்து நல்ல காலேஜ் நம்ம சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, அங்க எடுக்கிற ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் எல்லாம் லெக்சரர்ஸ் கிடையாது ஆக்சுவலா. இப்போ நீங்க அங்க போய் பண்றவங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா, if there is a professor in Stanford, he is already running a company, or he is an investor, he is running a venture capital firm, or he is an angel investor. That means they know what's happening lot more than anybody else. And then they come and teach. They don't make, teaching is like, teaching la varra panam vandu, it's not a big money for them. It is some side tips mari avangalukku. Majority of the professors who do teaching in Harvard and Stanford, they run their own companies, they make angel investments. So they really know practically what they are doing, and then they are coming and teaching. And that's why the quality of students coming out of that colleges are very high. So if it is junk in, junk out, தானே, அப்போ நம்மளுடைய ஃபேக்கல்டிஸோட குவாலிட்டி ஹையா இருந்தா மாத்திரம்தான் ஸ்டூடெண்டோட குவாலிட்டி ஹையா வரும். அப்போ ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியோட குவாலிட்டி எப்படி ஹை ஆக்கலாம்னா, அவங்க அரைச்சமாவே அரைச்சிட்டு இருந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்களுக்கு வராது, வேற வழி கிடையாது. ஸோ அப்போ அவங்கள blame பண்ணல. I'm not criticizing anyone actually. I don't mistake me. All I'm saying is we need to create the opportunity for faculties to be transformed in a systematic fashion. இப்ப இருக்கிற சிஸ்டம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, அவங்கள நாளுக்கு நாள் வந்து அப்சல்யூட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கு. ஏன்னா எப்பயோ படிச்சதை திருப்பி 5 வருஷமா படிச்சுட்டே இருந்தாங்கன்னா 5 வருஷத்துல உலகத்துல மாறதோ மாறிடுது, அவங்க ஆனா மாறாம இருக்காங்க. அப்ப நாளுக்கு நாள் அவங்க வந்து டிட்டீரியேட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்காங்க. They are becoming obsolete. That's why I'm telling them, send them to the industry, make them consultant, take them projects, give them business goals. Don't give them, see, right now the goals are teaching goals. The goals itself is different. Goals is to teach someone. I'm saying faculty's goal should be to do business, right? In the sense, be a consultant, get a project, deliver something, go to this thing, work there. This actually changes the KPIs of what a faculty is. Faculty oda KPI right now is being tracked as எத்தனை கிளாஸ்க்கு போனா, எத்தனை கிளாஸ்க்கு எடுத்தா, எவ்வளவு படிச்சா, அவனுக்கு மார்க் வாங்க வச்சியா, இந்த மாதிரி தான் அவங்களை ட்ராக் பண்றோம். As a founders, we track the KPIs of the faculties differently. But we should be tracking the KPIs of the faculties very differently. Since we are tracking this, they are trying to do this. நீங்க என்ன ட்ராக் பண்றீங்களோ அதுதான் அவங்க பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுவாங்க. நீங்க காலேஜுக்கு ரெகுலரா வரியா, 8 மணி நேரம் எடுக்கிறியா, அதுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு சம்பளம் போடுறாங்கன்னா கரெக்டா 8 மணி நேரம் வந்து காலேஜ் எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு சம்பளத்தை வாங்கிட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. ஏன்னா அதுதான் நீங்க ட்ராக் பண்றீங்க. நீங்க எதை ட்ராக் பண்றீங்களோ அதை தான் பண்ணுவாங்க.
Okay, sir.
Consultancy entrepreneurship ஒரு KPI வைக்கணும்.
அது ஒரு KPI வைக்கணும் இல்லையா? So they need to do business. They need to do business.
சுரேஷ், இந்த NBA பாத்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அந்த frameworkலயே வந்து there is KPI consultancy-க்கு எவ்வளவு value they generated அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி for the entire college they have. Individual faculty இல்ல, entire college, it's one of the KPIs in NBA. But we don't know.
எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு சஜித், we should start with the HODs.
Totally.
You should start with the HODs to start with. Give the target to the HODs and let them start with 10 லட்சம் கொடுங்க. ரொம்ப பெருசா எல்லாம் கொடுக்காதீங்க. ஈஸியான டார்கெட்டா கொடுங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஈஸியான டார்கெட்டா கொடுங்க. ஜஸ்ட் மைண்ட் ஷிஃப்ட் சேஞ்ச். அது அவங்க பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்கன்னா அவங்களே வந்து எக்ஸைட் ஆயிடுவாங்க. இப்போ ஐஐடில எல்லாம் நிறைய ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் பண்றாங்கல்ல, ஐஐடில இந்த இன்குபேஷன் ரிசர்ச் பார்க்ல எல்லாம் அதே ஒரு பெரிய பிசினஸா பண்றாங்க ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ்.
இப்போ கிரசன்ட்ல பி ஸ்கூல் ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம். To the startups which are inside.
These are all proven models. You know, there is nothing new here, I'm saying. Actually, these are all well proven models. Anyway, let's go to a few more people and then we can wrap this
Sir,
up.
good afternoon,
Sir,
sir.
I want to add on some more point along to this particular point. See,
Can I
here,
speak to
choosing,
some, Irfan, can I speak to some new people?
Just
Good morning,
one
sir.
point. That is the reason I called you. There is people are asking how to go about this projects and other things. So that is the reason why. Anyhow, if everybody is over, then I'll give you an input, a practical input. I'll give it to you.
Chatல போடுறீங்களா Irfan?
Sure, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. A practical example, I've done it. That is the reason why I've told you. Right. Anyway, I'll share it with you. Right.
நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. I just wanted to give some.
No problem.
Good morning, sir.
எழில் பேசலாமா?
Good morning.
Let them finish. Hi, Suresh.
சொல்லுங்க எழில்.
Thanks for giving your wonderful insights. So normally we know the divide between the industry and academia, industry and university, and we from the tier 3 locations, industry from tier 1 colleges itself, we have a gap.
Correct.
But beyond that, I always see, like when talking to experts like you and fresh ideas, I see it as a challenge. And how do you seek opportunity in those challenges? So today is like a lot of wonderful takeaways. நான் கூட நிறைய AI research லாம் பண்ணி இப்போ faculties லாம் பண்றோம். One area which I would throw some ideas is like some colleges definitely must try to hire faculties who have industry experience. இப்போ நம்ம only academic experience மட்டுமே எடுக்கும்போது இந்த bottleneck is very, very high. Each department, if you have 10-20% of the faculty who has some industry experience, they'll bridge this gap. அவங்க faculties கூட discuss பண்ணும்போது students ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல் ஆகும். பட் இந்த AI technology changes when it's so fastly changing இல்லையா? So by the time we adapt it, still we come to a newer version.
அது வந்து அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் இல்ல. ஆக்சுவலா அது வந்து ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்றவங்களுக்கு தான் ப்ராப்ளம். ஒரு உதாரணத்துக்கு நாங்க வந்து இப்ப வந்து ChatGPT, OpenAI வந்து 4o மாடல் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். அவங்க வந்து புதுசா ரிலீஸ் பண்றாங்கன்னா எங்களுக்கு அது இட் மே பி a problem. We'll just redo the model, but that doesn't change a freshers level. அது பெரிய இம்பாக்ட் கிடையாது.
Definitely in this points of like OPC and 10-member team is a wonderful idea. I'm sure soon we'll try to include that. And I find some students have that fire. நான் ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணணும், ஒரு தனியான ஒரு பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணணும், ஐ வில் டூ ரிசர்ச் ஆன் மை ஓன். ஸோ தட்ஸ் அ குட் டேக் அவே ஃப்ரம் திஸ் செஷன் அண்ட் த 10-member team. But pushing the faculties to industry is a big challenge for people like us.
எல்லாருக்கும் பண்ணாதீங்க. எல்லாமே வந்து எல்லா ஐடியாவும் மாசா பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணோம்னா ஒர்க் ஆகாது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், லெட் மீ டெல் யூ திஸ். ஓகே, இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஐடியாவுக்கு just do for only 1 or 2 students to start with. Okay, diversify courses, don't do all the courses, just do one diversified courses to start with, and then next year you can try to do 2-3 more. Industry PGP program, again try only one. Professors and consultant எல்லா ப்ரொஃபஸருக்கும் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஒர்க் ஆகாது. ஏதோ ஒரு HOD, ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு பைலட் HOD எடுத்துக்கோங்க, ரொம்ப ப்ரோஆக்டிவா ரொம்ப எந்தூவா இருக்கிற HOD எடுத்துக்கோங்க, ஒரே ஒரு HODக்கு பண்ணுங்க. அதே மாதிரி இது எல்லாமே வந்து யூ கேனாட் டேக் a big bang approach, it won't work. எல்லா ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸையும் மாற்ற முடியாது. ஆக்சுவலா ரெசிஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. பட் அவங்களுக்கு நமக்கு ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸே வந்து ஒரு மாப் மென்டாலிட்டி தான், நாட்டு மந்த தான் வச்சுக்கோங்க. நம்ம எல்லாருமே சேர்ந்து தான் சொல்றேன், யாருமே தனிப்பட்டு குறிப்பிடல, நான் என்னையும் சேர்த்தே சொல்றேன். நம்ம எல்லாருமே ஒரு மாப் மென்டாலிட்டி. ஒரு 100 பேர் இருக்கிற கவுட்ல எவனோ ஒருத்தன் சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா பண்ணிட்டான்னா மீதி இருக்கிற 99 அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து எல்லாரும் அதை பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுவாங்க. எடுத்தவொடனே இந்த 100 பேருக்கும் பண்ண வச்சோம்னா அவங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. So you find one guy who can make a success and make him a hero, make him a case study, and give him an award, celebrate him. Then the remaining 99 people will automatically aspire for that, because the herd mentality will say, and then they'll think there is no more risk in doing it. And it sounds like and the mari neenga ellathiyum panningina it might work. So don't take a big bang approach.
Fine, that's a wonderful insights. So thank you very much.
No problem, thank you as usual.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Vedanguti from Sairam Engineering College. Sairam Engineering College. Just you've clearly explained about the AI disruption in all walks of our life, not only the software development or careers. So in your slide, you have mentioned that we should focus the training part in a different way. Can you throw some light on it? And also, You can. So, what is the key performance indicator you look after when a fresh engineering graduate joining KISFLO?
Okay, okay, that is not the last one. Is not the purpose of this goal. Okay, அது வந்து நீங்க that's a very, I'm not even connected to that level right now. There is a whole different team which hires fresher talent and all of these things. Right now, I don't even know how they assess, honestly. Okay, you should actually talk with them.
Okay.
There is Kisprola, there is a person called Susan, so she's the one who's leading that. So, but for the information, this year we have put a pause in fresher hiring. So, அவங்க பக்கத்துல இருக்காங்க, நம்ம ஏதோ ஹையர் பண்ண போறோமா ஃப்ரெஷர்ஸ் இல்லையா? I don't think so, right? So இப்போதைக்கு we don't have a plan, but that is a different question. So what is the first question?
So what are the how we can so we are following a traditional way of training, so how we can
training the students or training the faculty? யார கேக்குறீங்க?
Training the students.
Training the students. See, actually அதுதான் நான் சொல்ல வரேன். The problem is the problem in training itself. ஓகேங்களா? You cannot make students outshine something by training. They need to get real experience. There is no other go. And the real experience கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம ஒரு enablement தான் நம்மளால பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ அதுதான் நீங்க அதனாலதான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, அந்த ஃபேக்கல்டி இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சரே கன்சல்டன்ட்ஸ் மாதிரியும் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் மாதிரியும் பண்ணா மாத்திரம்தான் 4 வருஷம் உங்க காலேஜ்ல இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, we are wasting 4 years of time. லாஸ்ட் 6 months மட்டும் ப்ராஜெக்ட்னு அனுப்புறோம். அதுலயும் நிறைய காலேஜ் வந்து 6 மாசம் அனுப்ப மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. நிறைய டைம்ஸ் எங்க 3-4 yearsக்கு முன்னாடி when they come and ask for 2 months internship, 3 months, we can't teach anyone in anything in 2 months. We need minimum 6 months for internship to work.
Okay.
Right? And we also want, when we typically give internship, we typically follow it up with an offer. Because எங்களோட சைட்ல இருந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், we don't want to be a training ground training students, right? So it becomes a lot of effort. So if somebody comes and works for 6 months in a company, at the end of 6 months, they need to join us.
Okay.
We give an offer, they need to join us. Then only our managers are willing to put the effort to train the students.
Okay.
So always, in KISFLO's case, always, if you are an internship program and if you do really well, your chance of getting hired is like close to 80-90%. Because the only thing we won't hire you is because this guy came in, didn't put in the effort, he was just roaming around, didn't do work. And we probably don't hire that person. Because we spend some 6 months training someone, that's a lot of investment from our side, right? The guy who's training this guy, he's paid like 4 to 5 lakh salary a month. The people who are doing the internship coaching, their salaries are quite high. So why would KISFLO invest some very senior guys and professionals in training the students? Right?
Okay.
Unless they come and work for us, because that result needs to benefit us. So that is how we look at it. But the problem is the 6 months internship at the end is important. But I would actually think that every year they should actually have hands-on experience. There is no other shortcut.
Okay.
Every year they should have hands-on experience, if as much as possible. And many times, every year getting the internship in companies is not possible. That means the college itself should be an infrastructure to provide that hands-on experience through the faculties by getting projects, becoming consultants. Another, எல்லாத்தையுமே integrated யோசிங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்ல வரேன்.
Okay, at SIRM, we are already following a SIRM innovation ecosystems, which caters the students right from first year. So we have Ideathon, Innovathon. So already
I have come to your college. நான் இப்பதான் வந்தேன் இல்லையா? I came for the graduation.
Graduation. Yes.
Yeah. I know SIRM is doing really well. I've also mentioned about it.
Okay.
But this is for, see, there are like 20-25 colleges in Tamil Nadu who are doing well, right?
Yes.
SIRM is one of the colleges, but there are a lot of colleges have to come up.
Yes.
Because I am more worried about the 400 colleges Tamil Nadu has, right? So,
Okay.
that is very important for me. All right.
Thank you.
You guys are doing very well, guys.
Suresh sir, Sai Prakash here. Thank you so much for making this. In the idea, this is a problem which we are facing. I'm Sai Prakash here. So this is a problem which we are facing, and I'm insisting the faculty to go for this internship. Taima and Aimala, we have signed an MOU. There are 400 companies which is 2 kilometers away from the institution. There are some institution which is far away. Making the mind shift for the faculty is really tough. Do you have any AI model to make a mind shift for the faculty? அதுதான் பெரிய ப்ராப்ளமா இருக்கு. ஏன்னா
நீங்க மாத்திரை கேக்குறீங்க, ஒரு மாத்திரை போட்டு எல்லாரையும் மாத்திரலாம்.
They went for one internship which has been really helpful. Or 1 month தான் போறாங்க, and it's a paid internship which is an extra. எங்களுக்கும் வந்து it's a problem. So we have come out with for others thing. We have come up with this rural internship which is really working well. But problem solving is an idea. So that
sir, you are already ahead of the curve, sir. Actually, I have seen your college in person. But it's easy, and you are also very well connected, right? உங்களுக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு ஈஸி ஆக்சுவலா.
ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல சார், கனெக்ஷன்லாம் அது ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல. see whatever thing இப்ப நீங்க சொல்றதா, இப்ப ஃப்ரெஷர்ஸ் நீங்க இப்ப டக்குன்னு இவ்வளவு பேசிட்டு ஃப்ரெஷர்ஸ்க்கு இந்த வாட்டி ஹையரிங் இல்லன்ட்டீங்க. கடைசியா வந்து please reconsider that. Those who are extraordinary, please hire them. There are freshers who are really good. And one thing to others, this rural internship is really working out. In Sairam, we have adopted 10 villages. We are sending faculties and students to the problem statement. Smart India Hackathon, there are problem statements. So companies alone problem statement. There are a lot of problems in the society. Please move out of the comfort zone. Try to know what are the problems. Then you will be able to give a solution. So I think I have to thank Suresh for coming out. It's not a part of thing. எதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு இந்த ஐடியா வந்துச்சுன்னு தெரியல. இதை தயவு செஞ்சு கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க. I will make an arrangement in person for you with our chancellors and chairmans. அங்க இன்சிஸ்ட் பண்ணவே முடியல சார். ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி கூட சொல்லி வச்சிடலாம். சேர்மன்ஸுக்கும் வந்து இட் நீட்ஸ் ரூரல் இன்டர்வியூ. நம்ம எதுக்கு நான் வில்லேஜுக்கு போனோம், சும்மா உட்காரலாம் அப்படின்றாங்க. So I need a support to tell them that these are the societal problem. We are social animals. So நீங்க ஆட்டு மந்தை சொன்னீங்கல்ல, ரொம்ப கரெக்ட். அதுல வந்து அந்த சோசியல் அனிமல்ஸ் சொசைட்டியல் ப்ராப்ளத்தை சால்வ் பண்றதுக்கு தாட் ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணாக்க it will be great. So thanks for this insight.
No, thank you very much. Thank you for personally attending this. I really appreciate it. And you also referred a lot of people, and that's why I see a lot of people came into the registration also. One more thing, the problem I see is in tier 2 tier 3 இது பிரச்சனை. நம்ம சென்னை ஒட்டி இருக்கிற காலேஜஸ்ல கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. அதுவும் இல்லாம பாப்புலர் காலேஜஸ்லயும் கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. என்னன்னா பாப்புலர் காலேஜ் ஜெனரலி they end up enrolling students from ஒரு மாதிரி சிபிஎஸ்சி படிச்ச பசங்க அங்க இருந்து வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணிடுறாங்களா, அவங்களுக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் ஃப்ளூவன்சி இருக்கு. ஓகே, ஒன் ஆஃப் த பிகஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் ஐ சி இன் tier 2 tier 3 காலேஜஸ்ல வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எடுத்துனா இங்கிலீஷ் ஃப்ளூயன்சிலே காலி ஆயிடுறாங்க. ஏன்னா இப்போ ஒரு கேம்பஸ் ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட்டை போய் ஹையர் பண்றோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், இங்கிலீஷ்ல அவங்களால கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ண முடியறது இல்லை. அதை கிராஸ் பண்ணாம அவங்களுக்கு டேலண்ட் இருந்தா கூட அந்த டேலண்ட்டை பார்க்கவே முடியல. டேலண்ட்டை பார்க்கறதுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் ஒரு கம்யூனிகேஷன் மீடியமா இருக்கு இல்லையா, அவங்களுக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்குன்னு சொல்றதுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் ஒரு கம்யூனிகேஷன் மீடியமா இருக்கு. அவங்களால இங்கிலீஷ்ல சரியா கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ண முடியாதனால ஹெச்ஆர் டீம்ஸ் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா கம்யூனிகேஷன் சரியில்லைன்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெவல்லே ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க அந்த பசங்களை. tier 2 tier 3 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் முக்கியமான ப்ராப்ளம் ஃபேஸ் பண்றது ஆக்சுவலா இங்கிலீஷ் கம்யூனிகேஷன். இன்ஃபேக்ட் தட்ஸ் a very scary thing. நம்ம ஏஐ பத்தி எல்லாம் பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம், ஃபண்டமெண்டலா இங்கிலீஷே வந்து அவங்க சரியா பேசுறது இல்ல. பட் that was not the motive in which I created this program, but suddenly it remembered me that we are even missing in basic English communication skills, unfortunately. அதுவும் பண்ணணும். பட் இந்த 7 பாயிண்ட் நம்ம இன்டகிரேட்டடா திங்க் பண்ணாலே we can crack this problem. சாய்,
எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் இந்த PDF மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் எனக்கு கொடுங்க. இது வந்து எல்லா ஃபேக்கல்ட்டிக்கும் we will have it. Next sessionல வந்து this is going to be a game changing. One thing sir, in 2020 we created this innovation ecosystem to eradicate the purchase of projects. Final year projects are getting purchased by students. அதை எராடிகேட் பண்றதுக்காக ரொம்ப போராடி we are somewhat successful in that. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர்ல இருந்து ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ணும்போது இப்போ இந்த ஏஐ டிஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் அதுல நடக்குது. அவன் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரிப்போர்ட் எல்லாம் பார்த்தாக்கா பயங்கரமா இருக்கு. உள்ள இருக்கிற கண்டென்ட் என்னன்னு கேட்டாக்க அவனுக்கு தெரியல. So next week, that's also a problem.
அவன் ChatGPT-ல போட்டு ரிப்போர்ட் எடுத்து கொடுத்துறான்.
ChatGPT-ன்றத புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியை ட்ரெயின் பண்ண வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. பயங்கரமா பண்றாங்க சார் பசங்க இப்ப ப்ராஜெக்ட் அப்படின்ற நிலைமையில ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி இருக்கிறாங்க. பட் அது பயங்கரம்னா அது ரொம்ப பயங்கரம். திங்ஸ் ஆர் கோயிங் டு மேக் இம்பாக்ட் அப்படின்றத this is it's the right time that you have opened it. Please continue this. This is what our request is. Bring more number of people. Sridhar sir எல்லாம் கூப்பிடுவாங்க. We want you to tell what is the real problem is. நாங்க சொன்னா நம்ப மாட்டேன்றாங்க. ஸ்டூடெண்ட் சரி ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி சரி. நீங்களா வந்து சொன்னாதான் அது உண்மையா நம்புவாங்க. So please.
I'm happy to help because I feel that education is the backbone for Tamil Nadu's growth and economy. And if you don't see, அது நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியுமான்னு தெரியல சார். ஆக்சுவலா நிறைய நம்ம வந்து சைனா பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஆக்சுவலா இப்போ சைனா வந்து ஐ வாஸ் டூயிங் சம் மோர் ரிசர்ச் ஆன் சைனா, வாட் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் இன் சைனா அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்பொழுது தி ட்ரிகர் ஹேப்பன் வென் டீப் சீக் லான்ச் பண்றான். டீப்சீக்ன்றது ChatGPT-க்கு வந்து ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் ஏஐ பிளாட்ஃபார்ம், ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸா. ChatGPT வந்து they spent billions of dollars in making that AI. DeepSeek launched it at $6 million. Just $6 million investment la they launched the alternative to OpenAI. When we went back and looked at the what has happened behind the scenes, there were literally nobody from US experience.
Okay.
And the team la and the Chinese team la nobody from US experience. It's a original Chinese people. எப்படி இது நடந்துச்சுன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் கூட கிடையாது. they are all quant engineers, statistical and quantitative analysis சொல்லுவாங்க, quant engineers சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த quant engineers they are very good in statistics and maths. சரி, எப்படி அது நடந்துச்சுன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா 15 இயர்ஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி நாம எப்படி வந்து சாப்பாடு போட்டு எல்லாரையும் காலேஜ் ஸ்கூலுக்கு போங்கடா, ட்ரெஸ் கொடுத்து சத்துணவு கொடுத்து போக சொல்லணும். அவங்க என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னா கம்ப்ளீட்டா ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷனை டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷனை டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷன்ல மேத்ஸுக்கு வந்து பயங்கர இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அதாவது 10 to 15 இயர்ஸ் தே இன்வெஸ்டட் இன் ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷன். அந்த டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் அவன் எப்பயோ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டான், 20 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷனை டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த அதுல இருந்து வர்ற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பயங்கர பிரில்லியண்டா வராங்க. அவன் காலேஜ் லெவல்ல போயிட்டு பிச்சு எடுக்கிறான். ஓகேங்களா? இட்ஸ் வெரி ஹார்ட் டு பீட் சைனா. ஆக்சுவலி அவன் வந்து யுஎஸ்லாம் தூக்கி சாப்பிட போறான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஆல்ரெடி சாப்பிட்டான். அண்ட் நாம வந்து இன்னுமே டிஃபிகல்ட் நமக்கு, ஏன்னா நம்ம இன்னும் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் பத்தி யோசிக்கல. தமிழ்நாடு இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் தி பெஸ்ட் ஸ்டேட்ஸ் இன் இந்தியா. அதுலயே நம்ம வந்து நமக்கு குறை கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் மற்ற ஸ்டேட்ஸ் எல்லாம் என்னைக்கு அதெல்லாம் பண்ண போறாங்கன்றது எனக்கு தெரியல. நாம வந்து ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷனை பயங்கரமா டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணலன்னா we will be easily become obsolete. ஸோ ஏன்னா ஸ்கூல் எஜுகேஷன்ல நமக்கு பேசிக்ஸ் பில்ட் ஆகுது. நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து மேக்ஸ் எடுக்கவே மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. மேக்ஸ் பயந்து ஓடுறாங்க. ஆக்சுவலா மேக்ஸ்னாலே ஏதோ விஷம் சாப்பிட்ற மாதிரி பயந்து ஓடுறாங்க. பட் த ரீசன் இஸ் மேக்ஸ் எஜுகேஷன் ஹஸ் பீன் நாட் டாட் ரியலி வெல். மேக்ஸ் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஆக்சுவலா எந்த அளவுக்கு மேக்ஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்னா, உலகத்துல வந்து அட்வான்ஸ்டு ஆர்கானிசம்ஸ் வந்து பயாலஜின்னு எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா, பயாலஜி இஸ் மேட் ஆஃப் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி அண்ட் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி இஸ் மேட் ஆஃப் பிசிக்ஸ் and physics is works on mathematic principles. So maths தான் எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஃபவுண்டேஷன். மேக்ஸ், பிசிக்ஸ், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, பயாலஜி அதான் லேடர் ஆஃப் எவல்யூஷனே இல்லைங்களா? ஸோ இப்போ மேக்ஸ் தெரியாம எப்படி நம்மளால பண்ண முடியும்? ஸோ ஐ திங்க் those are the fundamental transformations that we need to bring in if you need to take Tamil Nadu to the next level. Anyway, I think we have run out of time, guys. I think we have.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I'm Prabhakar from SA College of Arts and Science, sir, working as a Director Training and Placement. So moreover, this presentation you said closely work with the industry, sir. And the thing is, where we are finding a challenge in the sense, sir, probably as Sairam Liyamuthu sir said, working with the manufacturing sector is quite easy because we get a internship permission as well as the industrial visit permission, whatever it is. But when it comes to the computer science background now, very, very difficult. Many companies not allowing for an industrial visit or whatever the internship it is. Now, romba choosy because when it comes to the word of internship, now many training companies are now doing a marketing in this. So, what is the solution for this, sir? Because
ரெண்டு மூணு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து சாஃப்ட்வேர் கம்பெனில போய் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் விசிட்னு சொல்ற அந்த அதுவே தப்பு. There is no industry to visit in software company. Like, okay, so we are still stuck in old age. நம்ம terminology கூட மாத்த ட்ரை பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறோம். We are coming to a software company and asking for industrial visit. Okay, there is no machine to see. There's only computers and people. Right? So first we need to அந்த அளவுக்கு கூட நம்ம upgrade பண்ணனும். நம்ம we need to upgrade ourselves. Second, we from a college standpoint, we cannot offload our responsibilities and the college faculty. There are three parties irukanga. College, there is faculties, and there are students. All the three parties have to play their role, and we cannot expect that the companies, software companies, they just want to throw the student to the software companies and expect the software companies to train them and send them back so that they can get jobs. But what is your contribution in that? Why should we do this ourselves? Okay, why is this our responsibility alone? So I think if we say that if this problem is 100%, we have 25% responsibility. College has 25% responsibility. Faculty has 25% responsibility. Student has 25% responsibility. இப்போ இந்த 4 பேரும் சேர்ந்து தான் இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தை சால்வ் பண்ண முடியும். அப்போ இந்த 100% ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி 75% உங்க சைடு கண்ட்ரோல்ல இருக்கு. ஆக்சுவலா 25% தான் எங்க சைடு கண்ட்ரோல்ல இருக்கு. காலேஜ், ஃபேக்கல்டி, ஸ்டூடெண்ட், இந்த 3 பேரும் உங்களுடைய கான்ட்ரிபியூஷனை நீங்க பண்ணீங்க, ப்ரிப்பேர்டா இருந்தீங்கன்னா all the software companies will take it. But right now you're simply saying reach out to the students, reach out to the software companies saying, okay, take my students for internship. But there's no other preparation work, no other contribution that is coming for majority of the colleges. I'm saying, I'm not saying for all the colleges. Don't personally take it to me, take it as this one. This is the real problem. If we can do all of this, then colleges, the companies will take the internship.
Sir, இப்போ company tour அப்படின்னு வச்சுட்டு suppose if not, I'm not wrong, suppose industrial visiting name change பண்ணி, suppose if we go for IIT Research Park, now they are charging 8,000 rupees, sir.
But why do you want to tour, man?
Sir, in the sense, no, sir.
There is no much benefit in touring companies.
Sir, because one time when I spoke with the students, no, sir, they want to wish to go with some such a brand companies, or they want to achieve some great salary. But where the problem in the sense, they are not aware that how inside that software company looks, or what is the work culture and all. When they go inside, உள்ள போனாதான் அவங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒரு த்ரஸ்ட் இருக்கும், sir. That's why we are expecting, sir.
I'm saying like that itself is an old idea. Whether you call it company tour or industrial visit or whatever it is, there is nothing much to see in a software company other than desks. I mean, there is some marginal benefit. Okay, there is some marginal benefit. I do agree. I'm not completely discounting it. Okay, but I don't think there is significant value in it. So, but there is a lot of value that you can do outside of this company visit or company tour or industrial visit. These are all old ideas, first of all. And I don't know, but let's talk about offline. I think I'm going to wrap up, guys. Thank you very much. I think wonderful talking to you. If you have more questions, you can, is there an email ID or something, or? Okay, that email ID. Okay, if you have more questions, reply to the email ID and happy to answer them. Maybe we will also put all the question and answers in a Q&A document and then answer to that, and then attach this presentation and send it to all of you as an email so that you can get all the information. Thank you very much, and let's stay in touch. We'll try to create a WhatsApp group so that we can continue to work together and help transform Tamil Nadu colleges and universities to take it to the next level. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Suresh. Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, thanks, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Like we'll be in touch. Thanks everyone for joining this session, and truly it's we really feel thankful for being such an having a engaged audience with us. Like he said, this is just the beginning, and our team will be reaching out to your colleges soon to support you in taking the next steps, and probably, like he said, we'll even create a WhatsApp group, and we'll see how we can take all the questions forward and answer to all your questions. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you give your number so that I have not given my WhatsApp number, madam. I have given a normal number in which I used to speak. Can you give your number so that I will give me my WhatsApp number to that one?
What we will do is we have written your name, ma'am. நாங்க உங்களுக்கு reach out பண்றோம். We have this email ID that you have given us, so we will anyway mailing you, and maybe you reply in the same mail in terms of your contact number, and we will add it to the WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.